Recently, I did a video detailing how powerful Kylo Ren is in The Force Awakens, so I figured it was time to analyze another character's skills and strength in the Force and prowess as a lightsaber duelist. For this video, we'll be talking about Rey as seen in The Force Awakens solely, since her abilities will only continue to increase in scale and her control over the abilities will also increase. Now, Rey is a little bit of a difficult character to pinpoint since we've only seen her involved in one lightsaber duel and she was just beginning to test some of her control over the Force. Nonetheless, we will attempt to see how powerful and skilled she really is. Let's begin with an assumption of Rey's abilities as a fighter and duelist. Quickly, I feel I need to get this out of the way though. There are theories that are out there that suggest Rey could have had some training as a Jedi Padawan before she was abandoned on Jakku, and in The Force Awakens she was beginning to tap into some of her past teachings, but since this is yet to be confirmed, we will not be using it in our analysis of Rey. With that said, let's begin. Rey is thin but in tip-top shape, displaying great levels of ability and speed even without physical force augmentation. She is also highly capable at staff fighting and able to take out multiple thugs with relative ease. Rey is quick, and the power behind the strikes with her staff are astonishing for someone of her stature especially, being able to knock the highly trained stormtrooper Finn down with a single precise strike. These traits all assist Rey initially when she claims Luke's lightsaber and engages Kylo Ren in a duel. Interestingly enough, Rey's first attack against Kylo and many of the following attacks are a stabbing motion rather than a heavy swing. Rey is also very quick with her movements of the blade, never keeping it in one place for very long and constantly moving it around her, making it more difficult for her enemy to choose and dedicate towards an attack vector. Rey is also seen being able to meet many of Kylo's heavy cleaves and power strikes, though some of these strikes do seem to stagger her for a bit. She always quickly recovers and over the course of the duel even meets a few of his strikes head on with a few very well placed responses of her own. Rey also appears to be fairly precise and good at not overextending herself with both her defenses and strikes. Although not on the level yet, I would surmise Rey would make a fantastic master of Form 2 lightsaber combat, Makashi. Rey's defenses are also stunning for someone with her experience. I would even go as far to say that based on the duel in The Force Awakens, her defenses were even superior to Kylo's. Rey was able to defend against many of the strikes with the lightsaber, but also kept an environmental awareness about herself and backtracked for a lot of the duel, sidestepping many blows from Kylo. After Rey's blade lock with Kylo is where her abilities are really on display. Many of the strikes following the lock not only stagger Kylo, but she immediately follows them up with more and never relents. She is also highly precise and never puts an opening to waste. Her strength is also quite impressive, not only matching Kylo's but overtaking him. Rey is a fast-paced, precise fighter, and I believe she will be able to display some stunning feats with the blade in future installments of the series. Now it's time to discuss Rey's abilities when concerning the Force. Rey is not at all a practice hand in the Force, and we only have a few feats to reference. Rey shows a great awareness about her, being very intuitive and a natural pilot and mechanic. Her reflexes are highly advanced and obviously bolstered by the Force. Her assistance in destroying the TIE fighters on Jakku with Finn was a stunning feat to witness. She was able to deactivate the thrusters for a short while supplying Finn the optimal shot. This display was fantastic and was just scratching the surface of her advanced instincts and connection with the Force. Rey was also able to block out Kylo prying into her mind for information, even turning the ability back on him and learning about his fears and feelings of inadequacy. The most impressive display by far by Rey in my opinion was the use of the Jedi mind trick on the Stormtrooper. Though the Stormtrooper was not an incredibly strong-willed subject, the fact that Rey was even capable of using such an ability is astounding. The Jedi mind trick is not a beginner's ability at all. In fact, it's quite advanced with only Masters of the Force possessing huge skill in it. The fact that Rey was able to apply it so early in her use of the Force and so effectively is almost unheard of and definitely points to her affinity with the Force and future magnitude and powers she has yet to learn. The final Force ability we saw Rey use was when she overpowered Kylo's pull with the Force and claimed Luke's lightsaber out of the snow for herself and stripped it from the grasp of Kylo's pull. That display is very impressive, but it can also be attributed in large part to Kylo being caught off guard. Rey has such a natural ability in the Force, and the fact that she is as impressive as she is with no training that we know of is superhuman even by the likes of Force sensitives. Rey could absolutely continue to become one of the most powerful Star Wars characters ever put to film, and I cannot wait for what the future of the character holds. At the end of The Force Awakens, Rey was supplied with one of the absolute best teachers you could ask for, and together they will be going to battle against Kylo's future training in the dark and the Supreme Leader of the First Order himself, Snoke. Kylo and Rey are both incomplete characters, and in Episode 8 and 9 their abilities in The Force Awakens should pale in comparison to what they are capable of. Just a quick reminder that this analysis was solely based on The Force Awakens version of Rey. It may appear I was slightly harsh on Kylo in my assessment of Rey, but just keep in mind this video was about Rey's power, not Kylo's. I have a full video analysis on Kylo's abilities as a duelist and Force user in the description down below that should help paint a better picture for the two of them. Thank you so much for watching the video. Thanks for watching the video. Don't forget to subscribe and follow me on Twitter for updates on the channel. We also have a Patreon if you'd like to help contribute to the channel and gain access to some special features. Click the annotations on screen to watch my previous video or a mystery video. Links for all are in the description down below. May the Force be with you and have a great day.